Hey, we're live. Alright. Had a bit of a failed stream trying to mess with the elements things like so, got a little bit of refactoring off screen. I got rid of the Reoria.game.engine and the Reoria.game.common, and now just Reoria.engine and Reoria.engine.common. Sorry if I'm talking fast. Better organization because now our engine code is like not mixed in with all the game loop code and stuff. But anyway, I want to work on state machines. Okay, so let's go in here. New folder. Machines. Dates. This one's not going to be like a directly registered thing, but anyway. Item. I also want to get to work on like setting up the Android and server projects today because I'm not really diving into those yet, but I was organizing and I wanted to do it. So also I'm good at my Notion trick and do state machine for in progress. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, ice machine space B space buffer. Okay, and add new item machine abstract class. This will be the base logic class. We don't want please fancy getting this later. Then we'll activate this. Because this is going to be a reusable base state machine, we are not going to do anything. Actually, let me add state, add state, do that to refresh the sense cache. Just state, and that. Alright, so we're gonna do public string name int this type name. Why is it? Okay. Do this in the constructor then. Okay, let's create drop door. Parameter list, but anyway, this dot name, this get type name. We're gonna do other things here in a second, but I'm just gonna do this. Let's go back up here. We're gonna do get void on enter. Leave. Exit. Date. Raw. We're gonna define this here, but we're not going to do it for the server. Actually, no, we're not. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do draw. We'll add the draw functionality into the client. We don't want that on the server. Wait. Pause. Do. Here. Okay. Pause. Actually, no. That'll be controlled by the state machine. Okay, this should be good. Let me just do the documentation. So we want to pass game time. Yes, game time. Because we're doing mono game stuff. I'll fix this in a second, actually. Hang on, let me just... Actually, let me just... I'll just... Override... We've got all these states and stuff to program in the base key. Game time instant. Can I do multi-line? Okay. That are all in one line, because when I shoot this back down. Also just documentation. People can scroll, honestly. Alright. Now this is going to be screaming at me because I don't have all these Peace. Okay, so we need to always define on enter and on exit. Actually, you know what? Let's not do. do this. Do this. And then if I need to do this later, we can. Now, and this we're just going to do inherit doc because I already got the docs. One thing I learned doing this is, and I've learned over the years, is don't just keep typing out documents. If you're inheriting from something, just do that and look at this. Oh, huzzah. I don't have to type out that big ass. Sorry for language, but don't have to type out this big ass long freaking code, like documentation. Right. Here, just define. Let's do that. Also, let's make this abstract. Because this should not be implemented. This should not be implemented directly. There is nothing in it. Alright, we have our states. Now we need to program our state machine. So we're going to do protected. First of all, we're going to inject something. Protected read-only logger machine. We're going to be using DI to like instantiate this. I'm going to be using the service provider. I'll see. I need to make this a... Normally I wouldn't do this, but I want to have easy control over states. This better equals that. Get the logger. All right. Before the thing's gonna get all finicky. Also, I'm going to add a appear T default state where T default state my state. It's a new class and I state a new. State. Set. No, it's just different. And we'll do this big equals. There's state. It should not be configurable. It's configurable by what you inherit this class from. And this enter. I might not do that there. That's actually going to be a problem. We'll leave it there for now. We'll see. Okay, so let's do public state T state. Do where T state is classified state new. We're literally just going to do if this current state get type is not equal to that. This current state on. Oh wait, first of all, I want to do some buffering here. No, we don't want to do that directly. We want to do this. We're going to try catch. This is part one of the logger. I'll write the message, please. But anyway, are you equals this get shared service date if well this can't no state. Can I still access the state in here? No. Okay, let's just put it up here then. Okay, this dot current state dot on exit. This current state equal new state. This current state. Enter. And then that'll free up the state for the thing. We're gonna register states as transient, so actually we'll do that on a state-by-state basis. But basically we're gonna exit the current state, change it, and then go here. I'm going to add last state support maybe, but yeah, let's do this. Protected late last state. Hit that. This last state. That. Because yeah, I can pass this. What we can do is I can pass instead of this, I can create a change. Yeah, we can do things. Like in this here, we can do public for also let's do that, so that stuff works. I'm going to do that. So because these can never be equal, because this will switch the default state, and then if you try to switch the default state again, it will, because this can never be equal to this, like the types. So what we can do is we can take this function here. Oh, so we can change this into a function. So let me just pull this apart here real quick. And it's here. Let me just do this. Oh. Got that. And then we'll just do this. Like that. That. And then we'll just do the same thing here. We'll do on log change error exception X. There's a hole in there. Figure this stuff. That, there. Just, if this can't get the state, you just toss an exception, which will log us out. So if this can't for some reason get it, it should, because the DI container should kick and scream before this exception gets thrown, but just to make sure it's not messed up, we'll just do that. So now we have the ability to change state. So say we're in a menu, like say, oh, I don't know, we have a menu state on top of our game state. If we have menu state and we hit the login button, and we go from the main menu to the login button, and we hit the cancel button, we can, instead of just trying to program which state that is, we just do login button.onCancel revert state. That, or if it's for like AI and stuff, where an enemy is tracking something, it loses its target. It's like, oh, I'm going to go back to what I'm doing then. Like, instead of card coding behavior like that, we can just say, oh, an enemy sees a player, starts chasing the player, it loses track of the player, okay, go back to whatever state the AI was just in, and then, because we don't want to repeat the state logic. Like, okay, so, for example here, I'm just going to start up a comment block, just do this. Okay, so like if we have enemy, if we have these states, if I wander, okay, so wander, detect player logic, and then it goes to this. If we lose track of the player, go back to wander. The problem is then we have all this logic to figure out what the enemy should do. If we have all this logic to figure out what the enemy do, which I'm going to learn this. So yeah, if we have this, and then we lost track of the player, then we have a problem. Because we lost track of the player, so what should we all do? So instead of doing this is bad and repetitive, instead of state machine revert state. So basically, we in the AI, it's just general processing thing like idle/wander. We have all the logic here. However, if we lose track of the player, instead of rewriting all of the logic or trying to tie it together and stuff, we just the chase state does not care how the enemy should behave when it's not chasing. That's my point. The enemy should only care after chasing and not to leave the state, and the player go thing it is chasing. So I hope this is making sense. And I didn't mean to. No. This is kind of what I'm going with the design here. Like, the chase state should only. when an enemy is in a chase state, it should only care about how to chase after whatever it's chasing after, and what to do when it's like can't do that anymore. It doesn't need to know, okay, I'm not chasing now. Do I detect players? Do I just wander aimlessly? Do I go back to a certain point? Like if it's a guard type enemy, do I go back to my square? That is not the chase state's business. The chase state is follow the damn player. Oh crap, the player went to another map or something. Whatever reason the server says stop chasing that player. Okay, like for guards, for example, guard. Cases player gets too far from assigned position, exits chase state, and then up here, if we go up here, let's just do you choose guard is now on their post, needs to their post. Chase does not determine this I do change to return to post state. Then we have a state for that. But yeah, that's the idea. Why we want the revert state on the state machine. It's because we don't want, like I said, if an AI is easy one, if the AI is like chasing something, it stops. We don't want it to go, oh, I just chased. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? No, we want it to go back to its general state, like its logic. Like we'll make a state for its logic, and then we'll just say go back to that, and then it'll be like, oh, okay, this is what I should do. I hope that made sense, because I'm not explaining it again. Alright, anyway, let's just do this. Just do this as an expression. This error. Steps. Fail to we have the exception, so I don't care. Normally I would put comma reason. Actually, you know what? Let's do that just in case. It's just I like doing this just because if I don't want to look at the whole freaking crash dumping. Okay, so we have our basic state machine. Except we don't, because I need to add a few more functions. But anyway, let's do this. Let's do detected bool is paused, set false. Let's program this functionality in now. So here. Pause. If this is paused, false. And I'm going to not a thing. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to do that. And then we want to invert public resume. And we want to do the opposite of that. Okay, so that's pause and resume. What do we have on that? Okay, enter exit is done. Unpause, on resume is done. I need to make this disposable. We'll do that in a second. So we have all the states done. We just need to do the update state, which is public at. If we're not paused, take the current state. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's our base state machine. I gotta go through and document the ever-living shit out of this. I think we're done. So let's do quick access refactoring. Let's not do this. Refactoring. Base type, select public, that interface, click. I'm going to order these how I have them. Find a contract. That. Also, I'm gonna improve this logic a bit. Actually, hold up. Let's undo this. Don't put anything in there yet. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're going to make this a boolean. We're going to do true. Otherwise, bottom false. There, and then we're gonna do the same here. Boolean. False. This is just so we can like detect when the states change. Because I'm not doing signals in this. So we're not doing signals in this. We're not doing I'm gonna add signals to stuff like the game state, like the global game state machine, but we're not doing signals in the base state machine because, oh my god, that would be laggy as hell. Okay, anyway, actually just do this. Boolean. True. And this will always return true, so what we'll just do instead is we'll just return that. Because then if I come back later and change this logic, like if I want to do some logic, like if I want to see if this exit state ran successfully, and if not, stop. Right now we're just doing base logic, but if I want to tweak this logic, we don't have to give it. So yeah, let's just do this. It's a better idea. So let's just do that, okay. And then we're going to do the same here. We're going to change that to booleans. This is paused. Again, we're doing that just because. Actually, we'll just return is paused. If it is paused, I need to invert that. No, we don't. Shoot, never mind. You know what? Can't do it in the paused function. And then what we do here. Okay, so if it fails, we always want to return false. I got a little confused there, like that. So yeah, with these logic functions, we want to actually return a value. So something like, so we can do if this dot on resume, when we resume. You know, if there's other things that need to be called after the state changes, we want to go from there. But anyway, yeah, let's do that instead. I got it. Factory. Base type, public, interface, that. Oh, also, I need to make this disposable. I'm just gonna leave it like this. This might cause problems, but if it does, I'll just do that. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Because we might have like a menu service, so like normally state machines, when like if the game state disposes, obviously we're done with it, but like say we're using a state machine to control like a menu state. If we close the menu and close that state machine, we still need to exit the thing and like unload it, so. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to here and oh yes, that. Okay. Our interface set up. So on the public members. Alright, that's not that. Okay. Inherit document publics. Well, I'm gonna go back to the top now and we're going to do Actually, let's log the default state. Protected. I'm not doing anything with this right now. I'm not coding any logic here to get constructor. Yeah, let's actually. State. Default state is that. Okay, and then we could. I'll add some logic in that in a second. I'll add a function for that in 2 seconds. Need to start documenting this. Next. Nice. So we don't even need to do this here. We just need to do this. Stage. Okay. No, I don't need that, and I don't need that. What are we doing here? Oh, that's not my code here. I don't care because I should probably catch this if it becomes a problem. Okay. Do some default state. Okay, hang on, let me program that in public. this block here. Let's do reset because yeah, let's do reset. Okay, so yeah, we have that. So say we enter the chase state and we don't want to go back to the previous state. We just want a hard reset to, yeah. Like say we instead of programming the AI on say the AI's default state is a class to find out what it should be doing, we just do this dot reset. It defaults back to its base state. Also, if it's a custom state machine with other things, like other properties and stuff, we can reset there. It's just better than always going last state, because if I do last state, like if the state machine has variables and stuff like this, like I could in theory do I should actually. No, we'll leave the pausing functionality alone because on enter and on exit shouldn't be bothered with that. Let's actually do. Let's do this. Like that. See, AI. I thought I had. No, I don't. Check. Here, which hey, state machines. All right, we have a state machine. It's like a very, very basic state machine. Like a state machine. Yeah, we're gonna run and have fun with that. Alright. Okay, so might as well grab this and this and this and this. Need them. And actually, we're not going. Go back to work. Add here. Name state machine. Add item. I don't need this, but I'm game state. Add item state. See, this is the thing. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do this in here. Because I can't program the default states, and I have to set the default state on the game. Alright, anyway, let's go back to what I was doing then. No, that is not what I wanted to do. Why are we doing that? Item. Machine. Oh, maybe I do want to do that actually. Hang on, let's do that down there because I'm gonna have different functionality. Right. Yeah, I do need to have that global actually. Okay. Where's the state machine? I know where it is. I'm just thinking if there it is. Yeah, okay, we do actually want this here, so let's do game state. No, I didn't mean to do that. Please do that. Also, that. And that, yeah, we want that. So the game states, we want load this. Also, we don't need to call update because we don't have it. And on this, I'm just going to have this just exist on the base class. Okay, there we go, got that done. And state. Game state. State base class. Not actually going to do anything in this base state class. We're just defining virtuals to load. Make the docs for all that. Okay. Alright, so the game state machine, we need to do a little bit of logic because we don't want to call these functions on the first thing, but if we change them, we do. Hard to explain. Anyway, I'll show it in the code. Let's add a new class. We're going to add a machine. And here it's for machine. Actually, this state. No. Games. I not define that. I did not define that. Let's find that. Add. Thank you. Machine. State machine. Paste. Why is that cranky at me? It's because I didn't type in interface there. This one needs to do. Oh, and you know what? Quick actions vector. There, no, we're not using a primary constructor. Alright, so we don't want to do this. What we want to do is we need to do some override. Override state. Unchanged state. Okay, so okay, we need to define a variable here. So protected, boolean. Track is yeah, we can do that, right? Yeah, okay. nothing. The problem is I need to be able to tell if we're like done constructing. Because like when we're constructing, we don't want to change it, but we want to change it. Like, all right, let's just use. If this doesn't work as intended, then I will deal with it after. If this stuff is constructed and this base on state. Okay, so if when we change, we want this. Okay, I mean, I should actually just be able to do this. No, it's still a thing. I need to cast it. State. Oh, for frick's sakes. Yeah. There. Why not there? Thank you. Just do that. I'm not going to cast it. Let's take that. Fix there. There. This one. What if we don't do this? I'm at the state machine. I'm getting the game state. Because, like, the problem I'm having here is if I load, like, for example, two game states off the top of my head for client, menu, and in-game. When we change to in-game, we still need to reinitialize it and do the thing. However, we don't need to do that with Okay, you know what? I'm gonna work this out this way. Let's do this. Let's do where's the mono game? This. Also, I'm actually going to let's do this. Let's add here. Add a temporary in-game state. Actually, what we can do here is add. Yeah. We can do this. Hang on. I might have been overthinking this. And let's do this. Let's do. What do I call this? What do I call this? I don't know what the name is. Okay, you know what I'm just gonna call this? Setup. There we go. Setup state. Games. Right now, all these thread actions and crap we've been doing, we did not bother with. What we can do here, also I need to make a state machine, add machine. This is just going to inherit state machine, set that. Where are you going? Oh, because it's constructor. Right, do that, and then we'll also do other things in here too. No, not that. So because we're using dependency injection, we don't even need to pass things from the state machines to the things, other than like making sure we don't pass the state machines. The state should not be touching. Oh right, that's. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll fix that in 2 seconds. Yeah. I can fix that in like 3 seconds. It'll be easy. Alright, never mind. Hang on, let's do this here. Also, I need to define some definitions here, so let's do. I have service definitions. Did you? Why are we not getting this interface? What? Alright. Service definition. Why are you not complaining that I am not implementing? Oh, it has to be static. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna look at how I did this because I have not done this. Static void. Okay. Yeah, static void. Minus that. Okay, I'm slowly remembering how to use my game engine. Oh, don't mind me. Okay, so now we have, because the client state machine will register itself, that's cool, and we'll set it to the setup state. Okay. Neat. I don't know if I need to do anything else in this yet. Let's peek over here. Let's inject this. State E. Okay, so that should attach. I should go and make the game state machine stat or abstract. Let's make that better. Okay, so we have that injected now. That's good. Close that and close that. Where the real work starts is we want to offload this. We want to basically the action manager stuff, like setup states and stuff. Yeah. So what we actually want to pass this off. That's gonna complicate. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get the mono games class working properly-ish first, and then I'll do this. Let's come up here. Let's get rid of this action manager. We're not using this directly anymore. I'll have to inject. No, we can inject via this. Okay. This action manager. Get rid of this. Let's get. We're just gonna do. This is where I need to go through and actually implement functions that are not available to me. And I need to fix that. Okay, you know, we'll fix that in 2 seconds. Just 2 minutes. Draw calls. Actually pass that in. You know what? Let's actually go fix the other state machine. Ah, no. That is completing. And then I need to add. And this is why we want. This is why we use inherit doc, because now I don't have to do. I don't have to touch anything in here. Except I want that to follow the same thing. Okay. Where are you complete? Yes, you need to be there. Happy? Alright, oh, yeah, we could just... Just gonna fix some of the logic in here. Little easy. Actions of Did I just get a real hair down? Yes, I can. Oh my god, I love this. I love that. I love that XML egg. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that in a sec. I need to go through the base state machine and actually update some. So, I need to discard that because we don't care. I've got more here. Let's do this. Let's. Yeah, this is a similar logic. Okay, yeah, this is where we're gonna get some logic in. If that, then okay, and then if that. If we fail to enter, we want to change back to define. And close. Do that there. Just don't have to do an else before I do that. So if we're unable to, okay, so if we're able to exit the state. So if we exit the state, want to grab it and dash it. And we don't want to do that until. Okay, so that should never hit. So thinking about this logically, so exit the current state. The current state. I gotta go down here and check some more logic, but anyway, so exit the current state. Okay, we successfully exited the current state. We want to grab the current state and store it. We want to update the current state and change it. For some reason, we were not able to enter the new state. Like maybe there's a logic check or something saying, "Hey, you can't do this right now." So we want to go back to the previous state, but we don't want to do revert because then we'll get an infinite recursive loop here. No. So unable to thing, just go back into it. We exited, we tried to change, we couldn't do it, so we go back and enter. Is my music stop? It's a problem on the stream. Okay, it's not on my end, it's on the thing I was listening to. Okay, so last state is current state, change current state to this. We didn't do it, change it back, re-enter it, and that. Okay, but we did do it in this case. They were good, they were good, they were good. Okay. Logically, that is sound. Okay, next. This here is just a simple change. We'll just do that. This fails. I want to be the opposite of that. It's not true. Okay. Is the new logic. And then document this. Oh, it's just stupid. There. I should probably stash them. Okay, that's good. Now we should be able to just do this. This. state machine. Place. State machine. Content. Load content. Okay, so we're good here. Next, we have a value to deal with, and then same. Oh, this game time. Dr. No beats break mention. Okay, so we've successfully offloaded all of that to our new state machine. Okay. I think. Actually, do we even need this anymore? Because we've offloaded everything out of this, do we even need half these definitions anymore? I'm gonna. Okay, so we definitely need. I don't think we need any of this anymore. Yeah, this is good. Our overrides are good. Our definitions are good. Our constructor is obviously throwing a temper tantrum, but we can do that. Because we are using DI for this. Actually, yeah, because we're using DI for this, I don't even need this anymore. Get rid of this. It again. Yes. Yeah, we're not even really using the constructor there now because the state machine will. Okay, we have that offloaded. Now we just do stuff in here. And mostly in the setup state. Yeah, let's do the setup state. Override. Okay, so first of all, let's get some things defined here. Like action. I like doing protected because action. Override. Enter. Manager return a value. No, it doesn't. Action. Let's do that, and then what are you? Ah, that's slightly problematic. Slightly problematic. Oh, so I want my music back. Why are you not working? Ooh, different stream. All right. don't really have a way to get the game. We can't inject the game. How do I fix it? The graphics device serves is going to be big. What? Let's. I'm gonna keep the thread action. Just a second. Now we're gonna need to attach this. Okay, we're gonna need a function here. This. Framework. Game. Hang on, I need to. Yeah, I need to store the. Oh, crap. Okay, you know what? I also just realized I horribly screwed up my game. Okay, hang on. We're not doing invoking directly. DI can handle that. Sure. There it goes. Also, we're gonna need to change to. Okay, we want the setup state to be a single instance, but the other ones. The other ones, we want the other states. I don't care. Yeah, do that. So the setup state, we obviously don't want to set up mono game multiple times. We'll make that, and I'll add logic to that. We can't like initialize stuff multiple times, but the game states we're going to be jumping back and forth. So when we leave the game state, go back to the menu state, we want to get rid of that game state. It just goes, and we don't have to deal with it ever again. All right. So the problem is, let me actually just. Oh, let me just send it. Yeah, these are going to require some. Okay. The problem is that the server's not going to either. Except That's good. Oh. I just need to call that. Yeah, that takes a sprite badge, so we need the sprite badge service. I'm not going to be doing this eventually, but I just want to get all the states in here before we start spring. Actually, I don't need that. Nothing to do, update thing. This. And that's it. Okay, so now I need to actually get the state machine across. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem I never got to. This needs to be able to attach a state. Okay, so we need state machine. Set. And I'm actually going to initialize this. Private. Change that. 16. No, we're not making that. That's still going to be visible. That's the whole point of doing that. Okay, so we have that now. I just need a function. Just... Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're going to guide objects. We're not actually gonna do anything, we're just gonna we don't need to. So we've disposed automatically. Now we just need a way. Just need a way to invoke. Just need a way to invoke the. I don't want people to be able to. I don't know, this reflection would be too work. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna make a thing and I'll just remark to not use it. Okay. Oh, we can add logic. Yes. Never mind. Virtual rule. Aha! This. If this dot state machine. No. Aha. We'll use my code. We'll be able to. Haha. So there we go. So let's add the double check. I win. I just remembered we have the singleton pattern for a reason. Okay. That up. Take this with up. Okay, so it'll get rid of the association when it's done. Okay, and then now in our state machine. Is that a problem? I need to change it. Yes. Okay, so now we'll just do the team. I really don't care about this guy here. No, I'm not gonna. Static states are gonna be a big problem for doing this. Let's just tag that in there so we automatically get the reference. Okay, so now that we have that, we actually have the state machine in the states. At this, we can... Ooh, I don't actually... Yeah, that's a problem. That's going to be a problem, but I'll just do this one now. State menu. Actually, no, let's just do in-game state. Let's do this for now. This. Okay, we'll just do that. Okay, we'll fix these errors in a second, but yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do this, and then... Also, we don't have a menu state yet, let's just get rid of it. State. Okay, so that's done. Problem is, I need to pass these in. Pretty circular dependency. I do have the service. No, I have the service provider. Service provider can't grab the freaking game state. Okay, I need to be able to do the same thing I just did, but yeah. Except I need that. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna eliminate the middleman here. I'm just gonna eliminate the annoying middleman here. Where is it? Where is this? You are the problem here. You are the only person who needs this right now. That's fine. What I can do here, I can just go back up to this stupid... Where is it? I can just go back to this stupid thing and inject graphics to the service. Okay, so let's do update graphics to the service. That. No, that's not good. I don't want to do that though. See, initialize won't be hard, because initialize I can just grab the thing Yeah, initialize, I can just grab the service. Oh. How do I get out of this loop? Because this here is going to be easy. This is just going to be... Oh shoot, do I have any luck? Actually, you know what? I can just code that in here. Here. That's it. Excellent. Dash that. Dash. Okay, so that's done. We have that logic back. And then... one more this. This. I'm going to improve the content manager actually. We don't actually need the camera service. And we do the same here, but on. Alright, and then we just need the update logic. Update. Just do that. Okay, so that's that re-implemented. The The problem is the initialization shit. How are we passing on to initialize game and graphics? Well, first things first, actually. If we go to Thread Action Manager, this is getting later. Anyway, yeah, this here, we don't need to pass this around. We can just directly dependency inject shit. The problem is these two functions, this framework game, passing the game in is going to be the problem. Let me build the solution real quick because I'm going to update the services that are causing me to hit up there. I'm going to just hard code the graphics device service. Yeah, okay, I'm going to hard code the graphics device service into the mono game class because it's the graphics device. It's yes. This logic here, we're going to get rid of this. We go down to this. Not actually those. So what we're going to do there is we're just that. We're not going to use that as a thing anymore. We're going to do that. And then same for this. We're going to do that. And here, we're not actually using link there, it's still that too. In fact, we're getting rid of that whole construct thing altogether. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, let's get rid of the constructor actions. Don't need that on construct anymore, and we don't need that. Don't need everything. So we actually don't sleep. Yeah, I'll just... Okay, let's refigure some of these. Refigure, I mean refactor. Okay, this is a dirty hack round for now. Oh, hang on. Make sure we're not missing it. Okay, this is just dumb. This needs its initialized function. And this needs its initialized. So now, those three annoying pain in the ass classes. Changes. Open. Alright, so let's fix the constructor. Let's get rid of this. And okay, so we need that. That. Okay, we don't need that. Don't need that. Get rid of services that are required. There you go. Because we need to inject the state machine. Okay, we'll check the state machine. My state machine. Game state machine. Okay. Constructor is fixed. Properties. Excellent. Where's the Windows server being defined again? Okay, and then here we'll just do this. Up to this. Just drop this. Then get around shenanigans for the overrides. This. This. What are you doing? That. Okay. And then we'll move this. Loose. That. I will figure that out later. We'll just do that for now. We'll just hard code those 3 functions for now. Again, it's not fully DI compliant, but it's better than trying to foof with the bar. Alright, I think we're good, so we'll just initialize and then go. Except I need to do 2 things. I need to do override, we'll enter. Exit. Actually, okay, now we run the build. I don't even think we're going to get to doing other things tonight. The state machines took a while. Okay, we run the build, now I press the button, and we pray that it just doesn't explode into a million pieces. It exploded, why did it die? Oh, it doesn't have the iService provider. Okay, that's a thing I can fix in the DI can do. No, it's not. Okay, maybe we can't just... But I need the service provider. Shit. Wait, where am I storing the... What? Oh, there. check. Oh, okay, yeah, it's pretty much. Okay. A lesson. Don't need the damn service provider thing. Oh, right, I need water. Alright. Let's fix that's fix it. It's not that either. Okay, I think that fixed it. Let's try this again. No. Trusted service. Okay. Apparently I need to fix it. Fix the game. Uh, Hmm. I don't want to pass the states automatic. Oh, I know what. Okay, no. It's not okay. I didn't do anything wrong with container. Okay. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I'm a Dumas. Okay. Yeah, it's this. You need to register as setups. As game state. I have to define it as those two. My registrar was Fubard. Okay. I think we're good, though. I think we're good now, though. Well, we're kind of good. we were good. It's not erroring anymore. It's also not doing anything. Not doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, because I... Wait. Why is that not... Okay, let's just do this. Right. Update. Okay, that should let it fully initialize before we start doing cleanup. Except it didn't. Why didn't it do it? We're not in this state anymore. Means we're in this state, right? No, we're not. No, we're not. What the state is going on here? Why's my state machine not working? Did I foobar something up here? Yeah, okay, state machine. If not paused. Yes, yes. That's a problem. Alright, well, let's figure out what's going on here. I think my logic is screwed up. Oh, it'll never work. That'll never. Oh, hang on. Right. That's an impossible condition because I am a real dumbass. Okay, this here. Where is it? This here. Yeah, this here. Hi, you. This current state equals that. This current state on enter. Don't care. We have to hard type that there because the on exit will never run because on the first state because we can't exit a state if we're not in a state. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're actually doing this now. Object reference not set. Object. What do you mean? Could be. Did not get associated? Oh, right. I need to. This current state. Associate. This. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make this into this. No. This stuck current state. Associate this. Discard. Take all this crap. This. Change to dissolve. Quote. 8. Protected virtual void resolve act. No, I want that. We need the lifetime scope. No, we don't. We have it as a property. Okay, now are we good? Bugs. What did I mark this as on Notion? Huge. Okay, yes, okay. No, I didn't mark it as large. What do you mean it's an all reference exception? How do you step back? God damn, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, my fault. No, it's not. Is it? Where's the associate function? This is the problem. No, it's not. Okay, hold on. I need to... There. Is no. Okay, logic error. That's the problem. Oh my god, it's back to working. Oh my god, we have a working state machine. We have the initialized state and we have this, so... We can't do much with it yet, but we have working state machines. Oh my god. So now, I don't need to touch... Again, we're working on it, but we have working state machines. Again, I had to hard code these. I will try and figure out a fix for those later, but... Yeah, we have the setup state, and then I can even probably just move this back here. Actually, not. I'm gonna let it fully initialize then on the first tick. Now, one thing I need to add. And I'm gonna mark this on the Notion to do. That's 100% done. State machines complete. Add state buffering. So I need to add state change buffering. You can't see what I'm doing, but something that'll be constant. You can't see my Notion, so my Notion window. I'll mark that. You know what? I'll mark it as normal. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. So what I mean by state change buffering is right now, if I call, just mark, make sure this is on. Okay, that is in the queue. Framework. Okay, yeah. So the state change buffer right now, this will just call, like change state will just go when it is called. Like it'll just kill this. So like if this is like, pretend this is the game logic thing. If we switch to like a different game state, it'll just go mid thing and might cause problems. We want this to queue up. Like so when this is called, we want it to queue up the state change, if that makes sense. Like in here, like all these functions here, this, well, we don't need to touch those functions. The reason why we're using this function. Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to, in update, we want to do this dot update, and then we want to do something like, make a block of text here. We want to do like if new state we want to do that in here, so it'll, and same with the, well, not the draw, but because the way mono game works, the ending, I don't, yeah, I'm not in the mood to do that right now. We just spent like 2.5 hours or more on state machines. Yeah, we just spent like 2 hours, 40 minutes on state machines. We have working state machines. But now we can program our game in states, and I can integrate stuff with the actual states and not have to have like actions everywhere and crap. Now this is what I wanted, like a better version of the thing. So we have DI-based injection of the states and the state machines and everything. Perfect and lovely. I'm keeping this here because I do have database stuff queued up. I just couldn't get it done. But yeah, we have working state machines now in the game. That means I can start coding the logic and stuff. Start coding the logic and stuff in the actual things. Get rid of like all these things, because like I'm pretty sure half of these aren't even using it anymore. Like camera service. Yeah, this isn't even like we're not even really using thread actions anymore. we're using them on the sprite batch and stuff, which, yeah, the idea is we want to be able to inject stuff into the game, but now we have states, so I'm actually going to go through maybe and get rid of the thread action manager. We'll see. Oh yeah, we can use signals too. Yes, we have signals! I keep forgetting we have signals. Anyway, I'm excited. Things are happening. Happy juices. I'm calling it a stream though for now. I'm going to commit this to my repository before something destroys my computer and I lose this. Not that it matters because all my projects now are in my OneDrive, so even if this explodes, it's already backed up on the cloud anyway. And I just fired that commit. Amend. Okay, I put that up. I forgot to put the proper tag in front of the commit. Alright, well, anyway, hope everyone enjoyed. I am going to shut her all down now and go relax and stuff. Oh, that was a lot of work today. See you all next time.